otherwise. It's me, Seaman Ted, and I'm back. I'm back with another video. And if you're in here, you're good to go. Woo, woo. That was pleasing to my soul. Yes, 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 honey. I don't have my opening number music right now, but it was still so pleasing to my soul to sing my song and to be free to do it without current uh, concern of brute force and brutality, honey. Yo, baby, yo, good morning, India. Hey, Southern girl. Honey, let me tell you something. I am indulged in this situation going on in the Ukraine. Some of you know that back in 2017 and 2019, I did a lot of research and stuff on the Holocaust and Hitler and all of the different kind of situations that led to World War One and World War Two in Europe. And so for me to be watching and knowing these towns and knowing these people that are being attacked and the people who are attacking, knowing a lot of their history and stuff like that. I'm just gearing up for this to be some bullcorn, some real time bullcorn, some real time heavy casualties and losses, and some insanity, some tyrannical insanity that's going on. Okay. Um, I call this "You Crazy, Bring Your Whole Set" because I just do not feel as though Russia is just Russia in this. I believe that there's others coming to follow behind and sit up with Russia in this attack on NATO. And that's exactly what I think this is. This is an attack to get their what I say historic lands back together, lands that they think are due to them, the vast mineral and what do you call it? Environmental reservoirs of oh my gosh. The lights say don't turn red, but here it is, they turn red. Yeah, yes, honey. Come on, learning daily. You got it. Um, like the rich like resources that are there in the Ukraine. That's part of it. But I feel that Russia feels as though I feel like there's been a lot of promises being made on both sides that are not being kept. Okay. And these little ramshackle, I ain't gonna say ramshackle, but these smaller, less, these smaller, less militarily mighty, dang girl, I'm trying to drive. What's going on, brain? Um, Countries are gonna bear the brunt of all these promising and reneging from the bigger countries. Okay, so this is the thing. So on the 22nd of February this year, Russia invaded uh, Ukraine in the middle of the night or in early morning, right? Talking about it was conducting a military, some kind of like military simulation or tactic to go and kind of see what's going on in certain areas of the Ukraine. Well, what they talking about what's going on is NATO and them. Russia was trying to bully NATO and them, which is the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. The A might be messed up a little bit, but okay, that's a conglomerate of different countries, not a whole bunch of them when I looked it up, of different countries that are form a pact to work together politically and militarily, and I guess with resources and stuff like that. That not every country in the world is down with them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they're seen as a bully as well, right? So and carpetbaggers. Okay, so now the dang Russia been trying to like tell NATO, listen, like, okay, y'all NATO, we got decent, relationships with y'all and stuff like that, but we don't want you. It don't matter that there's several countries that are part of your NATO, that kind of like border on Russia. We don't want y'all moving no tanks and stuff on in there because that puts us at an unfair military advantage if we got if we got a beef. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want you putting none of your military stuff close to us just because these are countries that are within NATO. But just get your paper up, right? Russia, get get your weight up because ain't nobody gonna just sit and let you be ready and they not ready. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm trying to come. I'm trying to come for real. I'm trying to come for real. They're gonna have to take Putin all the way out. If not, this is gonna start a domino effect over there. Exactly. So, oh, I'm glad you got a notification. Wait, what does it say? Okay. So anyway, they sitting up there talking about uh what they say. Okay, so in the process, Ukraine in the 1990s went to this Budapest meeting of the minds with several countries, and in Budapest, which is in Romania or Hungary, one of them, Hungary, I think. Budapest, they sit here and they say, "Hey, we want you to turn over your nuclear weapons, and we'll sign this treaty with you, this pact with you, this memorandum. It's called Budapest Memorandum, right?" And this is Russia, the UK, United States, and a couple of them that signed this with them, saying we don't, because they at that point they didn't want a whole bunch of people. Hey, Paul Graves, they didn't want a bunch of people with nuclear weapons, which is an advantage, to be able to make sure that folks are not developing nuclear and then just run off with the plug on it. You know what I'm saying? And just starting shit all around the world. So that was like the big thing in the 90s, right? So basically, they told Ukraine, "Yo, dog, this is what we're gonna do. You make sure that you turn over your weapons to us, your nuclear weapons to us. Not all of them. You can still have an army, do all that stuff, right? But the nuclear stuff, what we want you to do is turn that over to NATO or us, or I forgot exactly who it was. And we all gonna sign Russia, UK, and the US is the main ones. I almost want to say Germany was one of them too. And we're gonna sign a treaty that we will physically protect you. Get into it. Listen, if y'all have extra information down there, put it down there. Please do not come at me. I'm telling you what I know. I'm trying to spark you to go find out more information and be satisfied in the information that you find out. Okay? So if you have more information, you have more detail, please feel free to put that in the comment chat and in the comment section in the replay. Okay? Now, what I want to say is this. So they pledged to physically protect the Ukraine after they gave up their nuclear weapons in the 90s. Now let's talk. Okay. Now, since 2008, 2014, there was some BS going on too, right? Where Russia was trying to show its political might, you know what I'm saying, or its physical military might, and annexed Crimea. Now, if you look down where Ukraine is and where all these places are, there's a body of water called the Black Sea. Now, there's a big old island, almost like Sicily, is to Italy. But Crimea was that piece of island to Ukraine. The uh, the Russians came over there and basically annexed it, took it as their own, like added it to their own Russian lands. Um, damn girl, what's going on? Land surface area, basically, added to its land territories and stuff like that, right? And what happened was in 2014, girl, now y'all see I didn't lost some of this in my head. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me calm down for a minute. Okay. In 2014, they annexed Crimea. And that was like the first assault to Ukraine militarily, okay? coming and usurping land back. You know what I'm saying? Or usurping land. If you go to my something's going on with me right now. I don't know what it is. If you go to my community wall, right? If you go to my community wall, there is a Indian looking lady. I want to say she is Indian, who's reporting and giving the history of that area of the world, right? And how land was changing and stuff like that, and how things got cut up even as in ancient times all the way to recent times. Okay, so please look that up so you can kind of know a little bit more about what's going on, because see, it's different than knowing, oh, we got a better army, they got a better army, oh, we talking tough, they not talking tough. It's, you got to know more than that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you know who your enemy is. See, when you're dealing, just like with Afghanistan, how we had to get out of there after 20 years, and wasn't really nothing come of it, nothing really came of it, substantial or honorable, really too much. Um, you have to sit up and think, these people really believe this land is to them, and that that this land was theirs in ancient times and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So like I told you, a lot of cultures, mainly Caucasian cultures, to me, when you look at their history, all they know is blood, sex, and land. Sorry, blood, sex, and land. Yeah, maybe I do need to just take my time. Russia, as some of us might know, is in general a godless country. Their god is their collective might, which is stunningly displayed by their mighty military and machines of war. Hmm. See, I thought they were Roman Catholics. Okay. But I can see the culture is what he's saying. The culture is definitely, it has always exuded those type of traits as what Mr. Paul Graves is saying. So now uh their culture and that which they place in importance. Yeah. Okay. So long story short, uh since 2014, Russia has definitely been playing with the Ukraine again. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take over them, trying to, slowly usurp lands and stuff like that from them and control of their lands, right? Okay. Well, now listen, Eastern Ukraine is very much more ethnic Russian. They speak the language, they hold a lot of the culture and stuff like that, right? So there was um, two territories of the country Ukraine, two areas called Luhansk and Donetsk. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. That recently wanted to be more want to be more what do you call it, independent. They want to be independent states of their own, right? Independent states or territories or countries, I don't know, but they want to be independent. And so again, they're more Russian speaking, more Russian identifying. They're sitting up there like, Daddy Russia, Daddy Putin, will you please come help us? Like, square is like, we really want you to come help us. We want to be a part of you and the greater Russia and stuff like that. But we want to be independent states, like kind of like dependent on Russia though. And so Putin is all like, cool, that's some more of Ukraine. I'm gonna support that, right? And so he basically recognized them as being exactly that. We are these two places are sovereign states. Okay, look up the word sovereign. It's SOVREIGN. To sum it up, all this war is nothing but a civil war between Russian versus Russian. Now, I don't really want to say that, because when I have been studying the Ukraine over the years and stuff like that, they very much so have always tried to be independent of Russia. There is a such thing as a Russian and a Ukrainian, and it's not just about these current World War II divisional territorial lines. What I learned, even from researching all that Holocaust information and testimonials and stuff from generals, from the people who were in power back in the day, and reading, listening to old reels of them talking stuff. Ukrainians are Ukrainians and Russians are Russians, but Russia feels like Ukrainians are little offshoots of them and that they should be under their rule. But people who ain't Russian and Ukrainians even delineate the two as Ukrainians and Russia. If y'all understand Russians, if y'all understand what I'm saying. Everybody else knows for a fact. They even have like give them different ethnic ethnic categories. Excuse me, y'all. Good morning. Uh and describe them differently in World War II and how they handled things and how they, and how they even like some of the things that they could expect as far as war crimes were different with Ukrainians than Russians and stuff like that. So I want us to know that Ukrainian is Ukrainians, excuse me, Ukrainians are Ukrainians and Russians are Russians. And it is not, I do not say that based on territorial lines. They Ukrainians have always, I tell you, go back and listen to that Indian woman that I put on my community page. She even confirmed it from what I had done, just taking in information, not trying to even like go back and confirm, just taking in information. That area, Eastern European, does not consider a Ukrainian a Russian. Okay. But this is a civil war. Um, a civil war between similar ethnic groups is what I'll say. Okay. So, but keep on talking, Paul Graves. Just because I don't agree all the way does not mean I don't want to have a discussion. Okay. So, Ukraine has been going through this mess with Russia for eons. Okay. And the most recent act of aggression is this invasion that happened the other day, right? Hey, Miss Khalifa. And what happened is Russia has come in and is making its way to Kiev, which is the capital of the Ukraine. And they originally were saying early on that they were just doing some military operations, some fact-finding expeditions, but now it has become a full-scale invasion, as as I believe it always has been planned to be. Okay. Now, Ukraine is over there fighting by itself. Why is the Ukraine fighting by itself? Is my problem with this whole situation. Now, come on and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Why is the Ukraine fighting by itself when it has on paper that it's supposed to be getting physically protected by the United States, the UK, and Russia, and maybe one or two other countries that I cannot remember right now? Russia has already bufambled them and invaded them. They said, bump that. I don't care nothing about you haven't given away no 30-year-old no nuclear weapons 30 years ago. I'm not honoring that Budapest memorandum. We want our land and we coming for it, right? The US and the UK, where all their little NATOing that they're doing, is talking about, oh, let's just put some sanctions on them. But that's what they're talking about yesterday. But they were supposed to already be having sanctions on them from that 2004. That's why I was coming back to. Lord, thank you, Lord, because Lord, I'm tripping lately. You already been put exercise sanctions on them from the 2014 annexation of Crimea, right? Good morning, Quintessential. Hold on one second, y'all.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. My name's Liz. I'm your barista today. And what can I get started for you?
Hi, Liz. My name is Chelsea.
Hi, Chelsea.
Hi. I would like to get a grande skinny caramel macchiato, no foam and no room.
I do not have non-fat milk today.
What?
I know. we could do, maybe one of the alternative milks if you're interested.
I'm scared. Which one is closer to
Oat milk, definitely. Without a doubt, oat milk's very close. You may not taste the difference.
Okay, let's do oatmeal in there. And then
Okay.
can you give me 2 sides of not Splenda, of stevia? Just in case.
And give you 2 stevia on the side.
Yes, just in case there's something going on and I don't like it.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay, stevia. All right. So, and that caramel macchiato with the sugar-free, vanilla and oat milk, is that made, what am I trying to say? Is that a hot one or on ice?
Hot and no foam, no room.
No foam, no room, no foam, no room. All right, my dear. Total's $5.57 unless I can get you some breakfast or something to go with it.
No, thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Chelsea. We'll see you up here for $5.57.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've been studying so much. I'm just like, I'm tapped out. I need a coffee. Okay. So anyway, not only is it sad, it's wrong. You on paper saying you gonna physically help them. This man, Zelensky, somebody put the president of the Ukraine's name down in the comment section so I can pronounce it right. Because I got to look at it to pronounce it right. I can't just come out my head to pronounce it right. Is over there telling the men from 18 to 40, you can't leave the country. Y'all better get Molotov cocktails, get your firearms, get your daggers, and y'all better fight. As if this is like 1726. And pirates have, and robber thieves have run through the village. When you have agreements that you will be physically protected, I don't like it. You mean to tell me Russia then reneged on the deal and they sending bombs, and then y'all reneged on the deal by sending invoices? Y'all, I can't. Okay? Those sanctions that they put on that man in 2014, Putin, they put it on Putin, obviously didn't do nothing. Now we know that Putin and his crew, they said they got over two or three trillion dollars of money wrapped up around the world, and they're gonna put a squeeze on all of it, right? Come on, we finna get into that real quick too. They finna put a squeeze on all of it, thinking that, and it's gonna take a month or two. So how many people dying and infrastructure getting effed up in a month or two before they feel like Russia will feel the hurt of any of it? Okay, and that's just what him and his cronies, Putin and his cronies, have like around the world. They said in his personal treasury he got over $200 billion. Huh? And y'all sending invoices. That's crazy to me. Now, we know that the economy in Russia is already like, on a hairstring, okay? And I do feel like they're going to feel this. But it ain't like Russians ain't never ate no rats before in modern history, in your mama's lifetime, okay? It ain't, and that's just a figure of speech. It ain't like they wasn't living hand to mouth in some of our lifetime. Like they don't know how to get through and move and rebuild. This is some bull crap. This man has had to tell folks to fight. I'm talking about not just the soldiers, the people of his country, to fight hand and foot, hand-to-hand combat. I don't like it. Yesterday, both Biden and Boris, I'm talking about Boris Johnson in Britain, held a press conference. Okay? To me, Britain is more giddy up. They don't like the bullying. They ready to fight. Now, a lot of people say the Brits be over there, running their mouth and shit and be sending minimal people over and stuff like that, right? Now, I've heard that before, right? Oh, Lord, now here y'all come. Okay. Right. Crazy to me to Joe Biden stopped our gas line in the U.S. states. We were producing our own natural oil. He started buying oil from Russia. Joe Biden, I don't know, because they saying all the stuff I've been reading and listening to is that it's not really, we're not really dependent on Russian oil. Hold on now. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. Girl, where is my card? Oh wow. Oh wow. Did this nigga get my card back yesterday? Wow. Okay. I guess I have to use this one. Mhm. Wow. Oh no, man. I got a whole. Thank you. Did you want to receive burger? No, thank you. Let me try this. I'm scared. Oh, I forgot that. Okay, thank you. It'll do. What? Oh. Yeah. Baby, hold on. Can y'all hear me? Zelensky, thank you. Thank you, Mimi. As you said, they share the same land. Ukraine is the name of a country within Russia, so they are Russian. Just like Nigeria is West Africa and Kenya is East Africa, but collectively they are African. Okay, I can get behind that. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What is going on? Hello? There's something going on. This shit is nasty. Oh shit, wait. I'll be wanting y'all to talk faster. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Okay. So, all right. So, okay. The vast majority is from Canada, making up over 50% of all imports from Russia. Barrels were imported ago. Okay, thank you. How can one man do so harm innocent people? Why don't they just put? Do, why don't they just do putting in? Is he that big of a deal to let innocent life? Well, that's what um that's what the Ukrainians that are being interviewed on TV are saying that hey, this is not going to stop until you kill Putin, and that this is all about imperialism and stuff like that going on, and him trying to take them back to a czarist time. You know the czars, okay? The czars of old Russia. China got thrown off. It was too much, girl. I don't drink no oat milk. Damn, my money got spent on oat milk. This shit is gross. I don't mess with no oat milk. This is kind of threw me off, y'all. I might have to come back later on and talk about this, okay? But that's the gist of what's going on for right now. They got Chernobyl, which is, you know, that major nuclear production place that had girl, that line too long. I ain't finna mess with it. That major nuclear power plant that blew up or did something back in the 80s, and all those people were maimed and messed up for years. Yeah, they oh, this is gross. Um, the Russians then took over yesterday, and when I looked at the video, it looked like it was only 3 tanks that rolled up. I'm like, whoa, Ukraine, you live next to the Russia, and this is what's going on. And this is so reminiscent to me of Poland in 1939, September 1939, Poland getting invaded by Germany and Russia then, okay? And from both sides. And they fell in 14 days, Poland did. Poland fell in 14 days. Child. But nobody saying it in the comments. Said I need y'all to be faster. My chat be slow than the mug sometimes. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So y'all, I really have been thrown off now, and I'm a little pissy about my money and stuff. So I'm gonna have to come back later and finish talking about this. I really wanted to open up a panel, but yeah, so I have to come back later. Okay. I'm sorry about it, y'all. Go look at some shit so we can talk about it later on. Okay. Ukraine was part of Russia at one point. Go and watch that. Go and watch that lady's news thing about what really was going on. Yes, at one point, for several years, Ukraine didn't start out as part of Russia. It didn't. I'm talking about back in the 1100s and stuff like that. But go back and look at what it ain't that long. Put it on Double Speak. I like her presentation of the facts. Yes, we know Ukraine to be part of Russia, but go back all the way in ancient history, please, and then run it back to me when I come back on today. Okay, y'all? All right, y'all. Oh, okay. I will, Southern Girl. Thank you so much. All right. Thank y'all, everybody who's in there. Don't Ash, Southern Girl, India E, Mimi, Paul, all y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I gotta go though. Who else was in here? What was the lady name? Bridget, Learning Daily. Okay, Southern Girl. All right. Thank y'all very much. I want to say this, moderators. When y'all see them bots come in, please get them out of here immediately. Thank you. I'll see y'all later, and y'all take care.